Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Star Rail. I'm going to be talking about what's been happening since I made level 40 4 days ago. Is there any issues? Is there anything I'm worried about? And a lot of people are talking about when you hit 50, you're going to be out of all these resources, so do this now. And I want to give you guys advice on what you should be doing for your account and depending how you want to play. The biggest thing to take from this, guys, is that time equals power in these gacha games. The more days you play, the stronger you get. It isn't about rushing towards the next goal. It's about enjoying the experience. If you're rushing, you're going to burn out and it's not going to be fun. So just enjoy, and every time you log in, it's all going to work out. Trust. All right, so since I hit level 40 4 days ago, and I've been using my Trailblaze power refills, as you guys can see, I'm now level 45. It has been 4 days of just farming. There's no quest, there's no story, there's nothing. There's no new blue quest when you log in. You're just farming and upgrading things as you go. So when it comes to doing all this, guys, pick what you want to do. You want to go relic farming? Cool. You want to go farm traces for a head of level? Cool. Everything I'm giving here is just my advice and what I think is best to do with your time, especially if you want to complete things that are going on at the moment. Don't stress about what's coming. Just enjoy with what you have now and complete what you have now. So, what have I been doing? I've been just farming and using my Trailblaze refills. What is that? If you're at no more Trailblaze power, you can refill it using Jade, or you can refill it using these right here. And this is going to give you 60 Trailblaze power every time you use it. I personally been using it because in my preference, I want to get to level 50 faster than staying in this current really long drag of doing absolutely nothing but my dailies. So to me, this is more valuable because once I am 50, the drops for traces and everything else, experience books, light cone experience, all of that is going to increase. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, you're going to be running into an issue once you're level 50. If you're not rushing to level 50 and multiplying all the characters and trying to get them all maxed out, you're going to be okay. Here's my current resources that I have. I have 119 experience books for characters. I've got 73 of the max purple ones for your light cones. And then the most biggest issue is my relic experience. Even though I'm farming Simulated Universe, what you guys should be doing, you can do it 33 times per week to get max relic experience from there. I have a whole video on that if you guys want to check it out. I'm still running into the issue that I can't max out my relics or get them to a decent place. So when it comes to experience and light cone experience for character, you are straight up gonna be okay. How many characters do I have? No, there's no way. I have a level 60 Welts, level 60 Dawn, Susang's level 60, Natasha's level 60, Trailblazer is level 60. I've got March 7th level 60, and then these two are level 50 and can become level 60 if I decide to use my Trailblaze power for 1 day to max them out. But at the moment, there's no need to. If I can push these when I hit Trailblaze level 50 and I can farm more efficiently, I'll upgrade them then. Or if I want to push harder into the Hall of Chaos and all that, or the Glass Hall, then I'll do that as well too. But right now, I showed you how much character experience I have, and yeah, you might be wondering yourself, well, you're not level 60. That's because when you're killing enemies on the field or doing any quest, you get experience for it. So there's no point to max them out. Since they're going to be farming this entire time, they'll also farm experience. And the stat difference is not that big. And if I were to use my purples to upgrade each one to 60, it would cost me 10 of these. And if I do that for 6 characters to get them to 60, that would only be 60 out of my 119 books. So I have more than enough character experience because what you guys should be doing is working on your first 4 characters. So with that being said, this is a free-to-play account, which means I'm not rushing. Everyone that's having issues at level 50 is because they're currently putting money in the game. It's the only way possible to hit level 50 at the moment. And if you rush, you're going to run into the issues of materials, experience, and everything else you need because you got there too fast. And same thing with, it's more of just multiple characters being upgraded. If you're really upgrading too many characters, you're going to run to that experience of, I have no credits, I have no light cone experience, I have no character experience, I have not enough traces. Don't worry. If you're just playing the game every day and when story comes out, you're going to get all the experience you need to get to level 50, plus more materials, plus the events they're going to have. Right now, it's just log in and farm. So this is the part where, what do I do then while I'm level 40? And I explained that already. Make your main team level 60. Ignore the other 2, 3, 4, whatever you want to work on. I don't recommend going that far, but 1, 2, 3, 4 to level 60. Then Lycones, 1, 2, 3, 4, all level 60. Then Traces, you max them out to the max. Ignore the ones that are not going to use, like my Welt doesn't use Q, maybe once or twice per long battles. Same thing with Dan over here. He has everything else maxed out except for his Q. I even maxed out this just to get to more damage on him, and it's been working beautifully. Natasha, same idea. I don't really use the Q that often to do that much damage. If I had like a fully E6 awakened Natasha, different story. But I will work on this one as I see need fit, which at the moment not really needed, so I'm saving that for later. And the main character, everything is maxed out again except for Q and that little bit of HP, because that hasn't been the make or break decision on completing harder content. So that's what you should be doing. Character experience, Lycone experience, and then your traces. Once you're done your main 4 for those things, then you work on their relic sets. I've been trying my hardest to get a really cool set for Welt, and I've been doing a mixture of different things, but at the moment I'm running the full piece set of Wastelander to increase his imaginary damage, and the 4-piece also does more for me. And then I'm running a 2-piece over here of more crit damage. And I know, like, oh, that doesn't look that good. It gives me 60% crit damage, and I'm running a troll build at the moment, but works really good to fast clear simulated universe, and that's what I've been doing every week. So my crit percentage is 9, but my crit damage 158. In the simulated universe, you pick a couple blessings, and you're over 40% crit rate. So what is my Welt doing? He's doing 25k damage on Hunter with just his E, not including anything else. His E alone is doing 25,000 damage. So I like this build a lot. It's a lot of fun. The sets here is, what should you be doing? Focusing on main sets. Level 40 plus is not farming your perfect relics. It's farming the main sets. So here's what you do with relics. You get the main stat, which is this one in yellow, and you go, okay, I know I want this and this. These two are set in stone, HP. This one's set in stone, attack. The chest piece is up to you. Again, I'm using a troll build for Simulated Universe. Later on, I'm going to use something more with crit rate. And if you want to look for your main stats, you click on the bottom left and you go like, okay, what crit rate chest pieces do I have? And here you go. I could work on this 4-star one, max it out, and give him that crit rate. Obviously, effect hit rate works on Welt, but again, play with what you want. Look it up and be like, that's the character I want to build. For me, I'm having fun with this build. So the idea is that you work on those main stats. I went for attack boots, I went for imaginary damage, and I went for attack percentage just to make my Welt hit like a truck. And he's honestly my main DPS at the moment, and I've passed everything. So I'm having fun with this build. Later on, when I'm farming the perfect set at level 50 plus, then I'll worry about that. For now, I just wanted the main stats and cleared it. So that's what you should be doing for all 4 of your characters. Go for the main stat. Headpiece is attack, HP, then gloves are attack. My chest piece is crit rate for my Dan, and then attack on the boots, wind damage on the sphere, and attack percentage on the rope. Again, you're looking for the main stats for your main character. So my chest piece, outgoing healing for my healer. I got HP, it could be speed, but speed's hard to come by. So I went do 6.9%, haven't touched this because I need more relic experience. And same thing over here with the rope, I'm just stacking HP. I can do energy regeneration for more ult. It's up to you. So once I had all 4 of my main characters having their main stats that are where I like it, defense for the fire, speed on the boots with the other set, I mix it up. More defense over here and defense with the proper set that I like at the moment. Once you do that, then you can move to your alt characters and work on their relic set, work on their relic set, work on their relic set, and work on their relic set. But at the same time, for the side characters, in my example is Susang, March 7th, Pella, and Asta, is you also work on their traces and their light cones as you go. So you don't want to ignore them either, but only upgrade them as you see fit, or before you hit level 50, you want to get them to the place that they're 60 as well with max out traces, so you continue farming for everything else you need later on. But main 4 characters, work on everything maxed out, and really good relic set with just the main stats, not substats, and then you work on the side characters through experience, traces, light cone, and relics. Most of this for my alt characters was given for free, just from the game. Like, I'm using Asta as my break effect character because she does really, really good breaking on fire weakness enemies. So I gave her a break effect setup, which works really well. And everything here has the stats I wanted. Crit damage can be changed for something else like crit rate. I got speed on the boots. I've got fire damage over here and energy regeneration rate. Is this perfect? No. And that's why during level 40 to 50, I'm focusing on relics. Because what's going to advance me through the game for the harder content, Sim of the Universe, is anything you want, you're good. Story, anything you want, you're good. Now, when it comes to this, which is real endgame, that's where you're going to be farming relic sets so you can fully max out all of this. And then once you're done all this, you can go into the Chaos Hall, which is resets in 6 days, or March 17th is the first reset. So once I beat this and this, we're going to be going to the Chaos Hall, and that's where you get resets every, I believe it's going to be twice a month, but I could be wrong on that. But right now, the first reset's happening on March 17th. And it gives you Jade, it gives you other materials, so it's just free extra materials, but it's not something you need to rush towards or waste a bunch of like your resources just to get there. Have fun with it. I haven't attempted number 14 yet. This is what my teams look like. I'll work on them as I go. So I'll go in here, haven't attempted it, and see what happens. If it doesn't work out, I'll go work on a relic set. And this is why I'm prioritizing relic sets over future traces, because I want to complete this and get to the chaos to see if I can get some free rewards throughout the week. You could farm for traces, so when you hit level 50, you can max out all your character's traces right away. But when you hit level 50 Trailblaze, you're not going to hit a wall. You're not going to go, oh no, I'm Trailblaze level 50 and I have no traces, I can't upgrade. Just go farm them. Because when you farm traces, you can use a friend character, and most likely your friend character is going to be a higher level than your characters are worked out. Especially because you don't need friends. On the list, it'll be there. So if I was on the higher ranking and all my characters are level 60 when they could be 70, I could just bring in someone really overpowered Sealy with Sealy damage. And if you don't have any friends, you can just scroll down here and you'll find a bunch of level 60s. Or whatever Himiko, whatever works for that current thing you're farming. And you don't have to worry. You don't have to be like, I need traces right now. Because when you hit that point, what are you still doing? Farming. So don't worry. When you get to level 50, you're going to be able to farm more efficiently. Which means, yeah, you can farm ahead of time right now, but during that 40 to 50, you farmed all those traces. Guess what? Your character's relic sets, they suck. And you're not going to do as much damage you could be doing while you're waiting this huge amount of time between 40 and 50. So this is why I say work on your 4 main characters, get them 4 set pieces of the set you want with just the main stats, don't worry about the substats, and then you can work on farming relics / increasing traces and experience for the side characters. And I'll tell you right now, I did not at all farm the experience. I did not farm experience. I did not farm experience. Everything that I did for farming wise, including traces, was below level 30. Once I hit 30 to 40, I was working on what my current characters needed, and then I worked on farming Similar Universe for more relics. So there is no extra farming when it comes to character experience or Lycone experience. Does it hurt? No, you can do it. Totally fine. But I think it's more efficient to get your relics up as soon as possible, so when you do hit level 50, you have that power to actually complete it. And then you can just farm the experience books and other things you need. So pretty straightforward. This is it. This is what you should be doing between 40 and 50 if you want to be efficient, but either way works. Farming traces for the future, which gives you no power right now, or farming relics at the moment, which will give you power, even if RNG is not on your side for the substats, because the main stats matter. But that is it, guys. Have fun, enjoy. If you're not rushing to level 50 by putting more energy into the game through means of using money, battle passes, whatever it is, you're going to be okay. My account is an example. I have everything at a really good place, and I'm passing all the content. So hopefully you guys found this useful. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, and thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.